Um, Hi guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. So for those or for some of you who don't know me yet, my name is Carolina. I'm Spanish and I've always loved these stationary things and this scrapbooking story. So I always thought it was kind of like a waste of time, but I started scrapbooking and when I had my first baby and yeah, from then on, I loved it. So I continued doing, all this artsy stuff. So today is Thursday, so I'm just going to make a video to remember all the memories from previous years. So this is a regular traveler's notebook insert that I made myself. This one is for the years 2020 to 2021. So this was the pandemic year. So I don't really have um, a ton of memories. Like I do have a ton of memories. I didn't have time to actually register them, right? So what it was going to be only 1 year book, it became two. So yeah, basically during the pandemic, with all the closure of schools, I had to work full time and then homeschool my kids. So it was really difficult, very difficult to get some time to do something. So I took a ton of pictures and I've got a lot of memories. But yeah, as I'm saying, I actually didn't have enough time to do anything. So yeah, this was a quick book notebook that I made myself with just some scrap paper that I found around and literally around. So I'm gonna show you what I mean by that because this was a cardboard that I found from a subscription that I had many years ago from Studio Calico. I will link everything down below. So in case you're interested in checking something out. So yeah, I just wanted to keep it minimal because this is supposed to be, or I was carrying this in my traveler's notebook. So I normally carry one notebook and another notebook for notes, basically just like that. Because as you can see, it's quite chunky and it gets really heavy in the end, right, to carry around. But still, I do carry. I do carry it around. My family thinks I'm carrying rocks in my in my satchel on my bag. But anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to keep it minimal. I just used a transfer paper, a transfer sticker, and just a stamp, regular stamp for the years 2020 and 2021. And here what I have, as I'm saying, I didn't really have enough time to do the layouts. So when I had some time to, or I wanted to record a memory or just remember something, I noted it down here on a post-it note and just a quick sentence or even, a little bit of a story of what happened that day. And I usually stick it on every page. So later I can come back and do the layout, right? So yeah, this is some of the one of the examples of the papers that I usually used to make the notebooks. This actually was a coffee stained paper. I checked a video when I was in South Africa. I checked a video of how to stain paper because I like this vintage style, right, of paper. So I saw the video to just make coffee and put it on a kind of in a big enough tray, like a bigger than an A4 size, and then you just pour the coffee inside, leave the paper to soak in, and literally toast it or roast it for a couple of minutes. So the more you roast it, the darker the paper is, right? So yeah, this was basically an experiment, and it turned out nice. I like the stains, and it looks very really natural. So yeah, I just kept it very minimal, and I started to document the memories Sometimes I feel like writing more, some of the times less, or the memory is just kind of like a more visual. So here I used a very simple, just a picture, printed a picture out, my daughter's. I just found, in a park, this kind of bush thing that looked really cute, like a flower thing. So I just stuck it there, and it's still there. So it's nice. It's been like 3 years, so still holding on. And here, yeah, sometimes I use also some of the printables that I found, some nice images that I found on the internet. I print them out. I just, like trim them down. And some of the times I use some vintage paper from old books, like really cheap books that I find in anywhere, in libraries or something like that, or in any shop, on the internet as well. And yeah, so this is actually from a lady that I found on Instagram, Paper and Paris. So yeah, this lady is South African, and she actually she lives in Europe, and she collects all these vintage papers and makes like package bundles of vintage paper. And so I got it from her, and it's really, really nice. So yeah, this is one of her papers. And yeah, some of the times, for example, on this spread, I wanted to use this Hobonichi Week style, right? Like the memory writing on the left side and the memo on the right side. So yeah, don't ask me why I'm missing Sunday, because as you can see, there's only 6 days. So I don't know, but it turned out like that, right? Oh yeah. Oh, so I'm missing Saturday, right? Because this is kind of like 22nd, 24th. But anyway, so maybe nothing happened on Saturday or nothing that I can record. So yeah, this is basically it. Sometimes I use pictures, on some of the times just the writing and kind of like a collage or of textures. And this time I felt like layering papers. This paper, for example, is something that I made myself. This paper was, yeah, another experiment. So I saw some videos of how to make handmade paper, and yeah, I basically did it. I mashed some different textures of papers on the in the smoothie maker, if you wish, if you will. So yeah, I basically made um, the mixture in water. I added some water to the mixture, and yeah, with sort of like a mesh and a frame, lifted up the pulp, right? So you let it, you press it, let it dry, and there you go. You have the paper. But anyway, um, yeah. So on this layout, you can see this is kind of like wrapping paper that I found. Something like, when you buy something, this is the paper uh, to present the inside, right? So I think, yeah, something like that. We call it here like vegetable paper, right? Because it's very thin, or onion paper, because it's really, really thin. Um, so yeah, but it's beautiful. I actually liked it so much that I used it for the notebook. Yeah, on this layout, just used a stamp with a flower. You can't really see much, but this was hot glue from the hot glue gun, and I just pour it and press it with um, the stamp, right? So yeah, this is it. And on this layout, because the background was black, um, I like using all these stamps in white to obviously let them show more. And more papers from Paper and Paris, super cute. This is kind of like a paper from an old planner that I had. I just trimmed it down and used it. And yeah, some of the stamps are basically, or most of them are from Chamilgarden. So yeah, this is a Taiwanese lady, I think she is. And I love them. I mean, they're so cute. They're super nice because they mix this sort of like a graphic layout with this artwork inside. I don't know how to explain it, but they're really beautiful. I love them. I'll show you my collection, but briefly, I've got them, all the stamps in sort of like a chest of drawers, like this one. And every drawer has super sweet, small um, stamps from here, basically. Well, there's some other ones that I made long time ago. Um, I, I yeah, I don't even know how I did it, but I did it, and this is actually quite cute. I love this one, but yeah, it's so hard, you know, because it was like cheap erasers, and it's so hard that now I can't probably use it anymore. But yeah, basically these are the stamps from this lady. On this other layout, this other layout on the back, I used this white pen, the Jelly Roll 5. I like using fine points from Sakura, and yeah, more layering, some stamps or some washi that I trimmed down. And this is also some stamps from Chamilgarden that I also trimmed. I stamped on vellum paper and I trimmed down. Some frames or notes from Classic Key, I think it is. Yeah, some more stamps from Aliexpress that I got. Chamilgarden, Aliexpress. This handmade paper, some vellum paper there, stamps on vellum. I love stamping on vellum because the effect is very cute. You can still see the paper, but also the stamp. And obviously, if you put something underneath, you can still see it. So it's nice. Some more paper, tea stained in this case. This was tea stained paper. And yeah, some trims and scraps that I got from everywhere. So the composition basically follows the same brownish vintage style on this case. And yeah, some more plants or flowers that I got from the park, just walking around. And some other stickers also from Aliexpress, more stamps from Aliexpress. Also this vellum, printed vellum from Aliexpress. And yeah, I like always writing. I don't really like only um, just to do the collage because it could say something, but it doesn't really tell what the day was about, right? So I try to incorporate the date also on every layout. On some layouts, I feel like it has to be done like with a lot of layering and different textures of paper. These I bought from AliExpress, this handmade paper, beautiful. And some other ones I feel like it has to be simple, minimalist, and just using the minimum number of things, right? So I love this one as well. And yeah, and some other ones I just like chucking things and see how they look. This is something like a ribbon that I found somewhere there. And yeah, I don't know, I like scratching or going over all of my stuff to see what inspires me to continue. This was, I think, a printable from the butterflies, a printable from Charmaine, I think. Charmaine Coquilla, I think. So yeah, but it was a long time ago, so I'm not completely sure. As I said, some of the layouts are super simple. I just find a couple of things. I love this stamp from AliExpress, and I think it's from AliExpress, and some transfers. I love the effect of just using two things, and that's it. Well, here I was just chucking things around. Yeah, didn't really I didn't really bother to write anything because I just felt like, okay, time flies. That was the what I wanted to say, right? And basically nothing else to say. So again, one of my favorite stamps, more handmade paper, and in this case, I just used to, kind of like a pocket to have the memory written. And yeah, basically this is gonna be the notebook. Here I made a video because I wasn't sure how to do this layout, but it actually turned out very nice. I picked up the flower and I was focusing on that flower, but then the rest didn't match. And then, you know, I kind of started cutting things around. This is scrap paper that I used for testing stamps. So I used it as a base as well. So, but anyway, I think it kind of turned out nice with the composition, right? So I liked it. I was happy in the end, despite that it took me so long to get it done. Here, simple test paper of stamps of the same stamp in different colors. I just used it and glue it and layer it with these frames that I cut off. I trimmed off the inside of the frame, so I just left the outside. And there you go. You can see the stamp underneath. Uh, this one also, there are circles that I normally stamp on paper. And then what I do is I use this, I don't recall the name in English, but you know, just trim off the shape, right? The shape that you want. And in this case, it was a circle. So I like using any paper that I have and make circles. So it helps me with the composition. Here again, not much to say. It was Christmas. This is the Christmas flower or the leaf that we use to decorate on Christmas. So yeah, love you Christmas. That's it. Here I just wanted to make something more artistic. So I just wrote on the edge, right? Kind of like a framing this composition because I like this layout, right? And yeah, this was some washi tape that I bought, I think from Aliexpress, some tiny stamps that I bought also from Aliexpress, super cute. Same with this. And this is from a sticker from your creative studio. I got crazy and subscribed for a couple of months and I loved all the stuff. This is just some wrapping paper that I found somewhere. Super nice, but obviously so thin that I couldn't stick anything. This was the COVID vaccine and short trip to the zoo and with cute stickers because it was kind of like for kids. So I made it kind of like fun and, you know, sort of like spread out. And I don't know. I didn't want to use the layering here for kids. So it was more to tell the story of that day. Same here, the splash park that we went afterwards. And yeah, here in black, I didn't want to write in white, so I used this ticket that I kind of trimmed down and used as a base to write. And I like also in vellum when the background is black, I like to stamp in white in vellum, so you can see the back. Here a stamp of the moon that I love from Aliexpress as well, and sort of like in vellum that no, this is not vellum. This is kind of like a post-it note. This is sort of like vellum post-it note that I found on on AliExpress. It's beautiful. I love it. And you can stick it, no problem, leave it there. And it actually holds the ink super nice. So yeah, I love that one. Here the same, I was kind of like, okay, whatever. I just found this paper. It was bent. I don't mind. It was kind of like trimmed like really bad. But I used it, you know, as a base and then some stickers, traveler's notebook stickers, some trim tickets that I had there, and a couple of Studio Calico stamps. This is a transfer. This paper and Paris piece of paper that she sent me with a bundle. And this is just a sticker from a washi tape that I loved. And I actually used that piece, I don't know for what, but I liked it as it was. So I used it sort of like to follow the same circle layouts that are happening on this page, right? I used also the moon phases. And yeah, basically, I like this layout because all the composition plays around the circles, right? And some of the background, something happening there. I love this AliExpress stamp as well. I loved it. So I thought it was cute that kind of like the book, right? The Little Princess on the Moon. Little Prince on the Moon, right? So same. Here are some. I started using some pictures. I believe this was already 2021. So yeah, it was kind of like COVID is sort of finished. So let's get out and do something. So yeah, it's my husband with my baby, my newborn. And yeah, some stickers from Su Atelier, the Korean brand. I love those stickers. I just love them. I've got a ton of them. And everything Korean is like, I don't know. I mean, and these are just the quick ones that I normally use to for the layouts, but I've got a lot. And I keep buying, so yeah, it's kind of like an addiction, I guess. All right, some more wrapping paper. I like also the divider, you know, it works sort of like instead of having two white pages, I like the divider. It makes it more, or it gives it texture and you know, visually it's much nicer. Here the same, I turned 42, so yeah, some balloons, simple layout. Some others, I liked them when I made them, but obviously when I see them later, it's not that great, but I like them by that time, so it's okay. My kitty, um, some other paper, testing paper for with stamps that I think it looks super interesting because, you know, it's kind of like a mix of stamps and then with the combination of stamps and stickers look amazing. Nothing much to say to that. Here the same, just a picture makes it all when we went on a trip. Same here, same trip. And yeah, basically, oh, there's a little bit more here. Layering day, I felt like layering. This was again, you know, I like to use the washi sticker because I think it looks actually quite interesting, you know. So yeah, I normally use those, and this is that I probably received something from Aliexpress or Chamilgarden, more stamps by that time. I was crazy about hair. So yeah, some of the things from your creative studio, trim down frames from Aliexpress. And this is just basically some grid paper that I found somewhere and I started cutting. And yeah, some flowers from my dad's plot that I pressed and I used on the layouts. And some stickers and transfers, some handmade paper. And yeah, I think some of the designs look very nice and some of the ones just simple and minimal, and I love them. You know, just the transfer, this post-it note, vellum post-it note, sticker and a stamp, and then the writing, and I love it. I love the look of it. And yeah, as you can see, there's still even paper that I didn't finish. I didn't even filled out, but it's okay. I'm okay with that. This was October 2021. So this year was very busy, and these 2 years were very busy. But yeah, I love how it looks, and this is another one to file. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you liked it. If you love it, remember subscribe and comment on anything you want. If you want me to um, do more videos like these flip throughs or anything, so let me know in the comments below. Thank you. See you on the next one. Bye bye.